You're. I broke the code, fam. I'm in. I'm in. I know what that means. Let's get it. Tai Chi 360. You out there, fam? Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm most definitely here. Can you hear me? How's the audio? So, group. How's the audio? Can you hear me? How's the audio? Soul group, how's the audio? Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna roll this Bluetooth today. That's perfect. Let's go with the Bluetooth so I don't have to jump over cords. Thank you, Pam. Hey, I miss you, Soul Group. It feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. Had a wonderful time over in Orlando. Had a wonderful time over in Orlando. Met some new friends, new family members. Business adventures, family adventures. We were hanging out, training over at the Snake Pit. I got to learn some interesting things. Students got exposed to some interesting things. Catch wrestling. Man, some big guys over there. Huge. Big guys with skills. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Huge guys. Very skilled. Never take it for granted. Never take it for granted. Let's give people a few more moments to get in, family. Let's give some of the other soul group a couple minutes to come in. So how's everybody been doing? It's been a few days since I've seen you all. How's everybody been doing, fam? My internet I was in a remote area, so my T-Mobile wasn't working quite as well. I wasn't able to go on social media as much. We're gonna get it going right here in a second. Right here in a couple minutes. I trust that everybody's still been getting their training in. I trust that everybody's still been training well. Our health is wealth, we know that. Our health is all we really have. Our health is all we have. If we don't take care of that, we have nothing. If we don't take care of our health, we don't even have possibilities to do anything else. Let's go ahead and get started. Hey, Brother Gary, I see you out there, my brother. Hey, let's go ahead and get started, fam. Let's settle ourselves. Let's settle our mind. Settle our bodies. Settle our breath. Come on in. We're just getting going. Just beginning to get going. Come on in. Don't sit down. Don't get too comfortable. Take a stand. Take a stand. Family, focus on the breathing. Focus on the breathing today. Always. That breath is, man, that breath is just something else. I tell you. It leads us to deeper and deeper layers inside of ourselves. Slowly but surely unwrapping and getting down to the true essence, the core of our being. We can always train deep mindfulness breathing. Always can train that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it. Let's go. Let's bow in, fam. Begin with that exhale. Release. The exhale is a release. The inhale is the rebounding force that brings us back up. Nostril breathing as always. Here's the offering of self to the universal self, becoming one. Wholeness, wholeness. Left hand is a soft fist. Right hand is the shield to cover. Breathe in all the way up. That's it. Exhale. Imagine the breath leaving, going out of the fingertips into the ground. Let's begin with a few breaths of air across the top. Notice I said a few, no particular number today, huh? Let's see what it feels like. Let's see what it feels like. Breathing up the spine. So imagine that the breath has a route that is taken through your body. All right? Not just inflating the lungs, but actually imagine that that breath of life has a route that starts at the very tip of your tailbone. Yeah, the tailbone, a little different, huh? So it comes up the tip of the tailbone, going up north, right, towards the top of the head. Microcosmic orbit, you got it. Breathing up to the top of the head, following the microcosmic orbit. And then breathing down the front of the face, that's the exhale. You can train that breath even when you're just sitting around. Do it with your mind. Use your imagination. Following that route. Up the tailbone, all the way through each vertebrae. Each vertebrae independently. Remember we talked about there's 33 vertebrae. 33 vertebrae. That's including the sacrum, right? You know the sacrum has 5. So, all the way up, we have a coccyx there, tip of the tailbone. Inhale. Let's breathe down the front this time and change the hands, change the rotation, change the pattern, but always keeping that microcosmic orbit in place. Same route, different hand movement. Exhale out, all the way out. Circle. Inhale up. Exhale down. I hope Soul Group is feeling good today. Feeling healthy, happy, enjoying life, every moment of life, fam. Every moment of life, there's an opportunity for us to find the good inside of the maybe not so good. Times may seem challenging, and we're definitely promised to have more challenges every day. That's a part of life. Here, rotate the shoulders now, fam. Left side. They say the bigger the challenge, the bigger the reward. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the reward. I believe that, sure. Change sides. So don't get so caught up in what you're going through. Don't worry about that. Where are you headed? Where are you going to? Stay focused on that. And just take it one step at a time. Inhale up, changing sides, left and right. Inhale, all the way out. Inhale, change sides. Focus on having perfect health. How about that? Focus on having a clear mind that can deal with the turbulent times. If our mind's not clear, we just get overcome with fear or whatever it may be. It just takes us over. Change sides, last time, left side. Always reach out to soul group. Don't try to take the battle all alone. You don't have to do it alone. But you have to persevere. We all have to persevere. Change sides, last set, right side. We all have to learn to not give up. If we have breath, we have hope. If we have breath, we have hope. Both shoulders forward. Both shoulders. All the way through. Bring the shoulders up really high. And circle them down really low. Up really high, down really low. Full circle. Full range of motion with that humerus. That joint is a round joint, circular joint. It's not a hinged joint. It has a full circle or range of motion. You get a little stiff in the shoulders sometimes. Keep going, family. Let me hit the AC button here. It's a little warm. Keep circling, keep circling. Don't stop. Warm up those shoulders. You're. Okay, that should be fine, fam. That should be fine. So now let's make the shoulder even larger. Let's make the shoulder circle even larger than it was. So circle back. Anybody feeling a little stiff today? We'll do our best to touch the majority of our joints in our body. At least a little bit. Give every little joint a little love today. Started with the shoulders. Breathe in. Extend all the way out. So whenever you're doing these exercises, I want you to think of the exercise being more than just a physical stretch, you know. I want you to use your breath and your mind and not just your physical body. Use your imagination. Use the imagination to help guide the energy, the chi, prana, through your body. through your lungs, through your organ system, through your joints. The more mindful, the more benefit. The more mindful, the more benefit. And we can be inside of ourselves and not all over the place thinking about this and that and the other. Before we know it, time would have elapsed and we would have wasted quite a bit of our time with a wandering monkey mind. You know how that monkey mind can be. That monkey mind can take us on a trip to nowhere. A trip to nowhere. Complete waste of time when you could have got more benefits from doing something else instead of chasing thoughts. So instead of chasing thoughts, follow the breath. Instead of chasing the thoughts, follow your breath. Good way to stay connected. That's another method of mindfulness, is following the breath. We do counting the breath, but there's also following the breath. All right. Get a couple more of these in these big circles as the bear swims, doing the bear stroke. Bear swimming down the river, laying on his back, just chilling, just relaxing, very peacefully, absorbing some sunshine, floating down the river, tending to our own business. Inhale. Nothing to think about. Just immersing ourselves in nature. Immersing ourselves in nature. Even if you're in your home, immerse yourself. Very good, very good. How about one more, fam? One more. All the way around. Hey, I see you, soul group. I see you. Come on in. Yeah, I miss you as well. It's been a while. Been a few days. Here, let's change the action here. Change it. Cross hands. Cross hands can take you right into the other direction. See that? Bear swims, turns into the eagle soaring. So this is the bird. Eagle wings comes into eagle claws. So make the hands nice and tight right there, right? Inhale again, taking flight, way up in the clouds, just soaring like a big, beautiful eagle. What a huge bird. Never knew they were so massive. Huge. No wonder they control the sky. Inhale. No wonder they fly alone. Massive. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, float up. You want to float up on the inhale. You want to sink down as the oxygen, carbon dioxide, goes out of the body. Inhale. All the air comes in. We gather what we need, the oxygen or whatever else is there. We expel the excessive oxygen, carbon dioxide. Anything that does not serve us, we expel. And that allows the body to sink down. Just like being in a pool, when you want to sink, right? You release the oxygen to go down. If not, you float. You float. So if you want to float, fill up. Fill up. Become buoyant. Same principles, same rules. The laws of the universe. Circle, inhale. Exhale down. Last one, inhale. Very good, exhale down. Now bring the arms right beside the body here. Just let them hang down. Have a little space under the armpit so the arm's not like this. There's no energy flow there. There's no energy flow there, very little. So we want to help enforce smooth chi flow. We don't want to impede the energy flow by closing off our joints. So we open, we concave the chest. We're going to do neck rotations, semicircles here. Inhale up, And then turn slowly, semicircle, not a complete circle. Come back to the center here, and then up the center. That's why it's a semicircle. Use your friend, gravity. Let gravity help the head hang down, make it heavy. Even here as you go back, use gravity to allow the head to kind of hang backwards. Now here's also a very good time to bring in some eye exercises. So follow your eyes up, way up, and then follow your eyes behind yourself, and then follow the semicircle with the eyes. Right, so now we're working the eyes as well. And also, check your body right now. How's your weight? Is your body just as relaxed as it was when you first began? Or were you even relaxed when we first began? Accountability, family. Accountability. So just checking into your body. How's your breath now? How is your breathing? It should be nice and relaxed now. It should be nice and relaxed now. Breathe in, up. Looking up towards the sky. Last one, and we're going to change the rotation, a different direction. Inhale up. Exhale, opposite direction. Take your time. Be kind to yourself. No force. We're opening the joints so we're not tensing the body. We're not tensing the body. We're relaxing the body. Let's get a couple more. Right side. Inhale. Follow it around. Don't take these exercises for granted, fam. Please. Trust me, you do not want to have a neck that's not mobile. You do not want to have a neck that's not mobile. Or pain in your neck or spine because it's not mobile. Frozen neck is no fun. So don't let it happen. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, turn. Now this time, bring the neck up through the center, right up your midline here, right up the middle, like the seam on my shirt. Inhale up, and now use gravity here to just let the head hang and be heavy. And breathe through your body while you're here. Breathe through. Full breath. Full breath. Oh yeah, we're making more space inside of our torso, more space inside of our vessel by being relaxed. Slowly but surely bringing the head forward. Same thing, gravity. Gravity is working in our favor here. It's helping us to get a natural stretch, a natural opening of the vertebrae. Breathe through it to assist that motion. Breathe all the way through, all the way up to the top of your spine. Don't restrict your motion. Okay, now breathe up where your head is on a natural, normal plane, looking forward. Now take your left ear down towards your left shoulder. Left ear toward your left shoulder. Don't pick up the shoulder. Take the ear to the shoulder. There's a difference. Now, that should give you a nice elongation on the opposite side, targeting the trapezius muscle. Targeting the trapezius muscle. And then change sides. Go to the other side, same thing. Right ear goes towards the right shoulder. The left trapezius muscle is so happy right now. Hadn't gotten a stretch like this in a couple of days. And thank you, Lester. That's my trapezius muscle talking to me. Thank you, Lester. Missed this. Okay, back to center. We're going to bite the air 3 times. On 3 times, we will bite the air. I'll show you. In case you're new to the group, you can follow me here. So we inhale up the center. Then we turn, making a semicircle, and we make this sound. It goes. Open the mouth. By opening the mandible, we get more range of motion in our neck. Inhale. Loosen the tendons and ligaments. Inhale. Opposite side this time. Last one. Very good. While we're standing here, let's open the ankles a little. Let's roll over the ankles. Turn on the side of your ankles, the outside of your left ankle and the inside of the right ankle at the same time. Same time. And breathe through that tension. Breathe through that tightness. Nice deep breath. And then just let it go. Then sway over to the other side. Sway over. No abrupt movements. Just flow. No abrupt movements. Both ankles, same time. That way you get the inside of one and the outside of the other foot at the same time. Inside of one foot, outside of the other foot, same time. Inside ankle, outside ankle. You may be a little uncomfortable, a little discomfort. That's what we want. We want to find that discomfort. If it's uncomfortable, we work through it. We breathe through it. We use gravity, our friend. You knew gravity was your friend, right? Sway over to the other side. Gravity works in our favor. We have to learn to work with gravity and not against it. No enemy, no conflict. Not even with the ground beneath our feet. How can we be sovereign beings if we have enemies? Can't be free. Freedom is our birthright. Let's not be prisoners inside of our own bodies. Free yourself, family. Shift over. Free yourself. Don't become a prisoner of your own body. These vessels were meant to be able to travel and move freely. Not confined, restricted, incapacitated, just begging to be set free. No. One more time on each side. One more time on each side. You should feel a little more freedom now. Able to roll over a little more easily now. Last time, opposite side. Okay, back to center. Interlace the fingers, fam. Welcome to the chat. Anybody that's new, just jump in. As you can see, these exercises, they're very gentle. Very gentle. And we're just breathing through each and every joint of the body. Being mindful of our movement. A couple very important principles that I keep stressing is no force. No force, mindfulness, allow it to happen. We want to keep those things in mind. We don't want to injure ourselves by forcing. You see, these flexible strength exercises are built on the same principles as Tai Chi. Same principles. Tai Chi is about allowing, not forcing. So, interlace the fingers. And get yourself a nice, good stretch here. Hold the sky up here. Check your knees and make sure that your knees are not locked. Imagine if you were holding the ceiling up inside of your house. Right. And you're using your skeletal structure more than the muscles, because the muscles will simply give out. So place the skeleton properly. And then begin to shift over into your left side, very slow, very gently. The left knee is bent slightly. Now your vision is turn your head where you can look up at the sky at your elbow, but lean your head towards your right side. Don't go too deep. We'll do a couple. So don't force it. Now, while you're holding this, you're pushing the wall away from yourself. This is being opened and elongated. All of these intercostal muscles, the muscles between your rib cage. Yeah, when have they gotten a stretch like this lastly? Right. Inhale, come up very slow, family. Very, very slow. That's it. Same movement now, opposite side. Remember the vision, looking up at the elbow. Trust yourself. Feel inside of your body and let your head lean towards the opposite side that your hip is being stretched. So your right hip is being stretched, your head is leaning towards the left side. You're looking up at the right elbow. You're pushing away from yourself. Rib cage is opening. This is all opening, expanding, and saying, thank you, I really needed this. If I could be as flexible as my cat, man, that would be amazing. They're always stretching, you notice that? First thing the cat does when they get up, they stretch. Release the arms. First thing they do. I know mine do. First thing they do, they get up, they stretch, and they go get a sip of water. Get up, go stretch, go get a sip of water every time. Inhale up. We're going to do both sides again. This time we'll take the range of motion a little further. Feel inside yourself. It should be a little more open. Okay, here you go. Bring the fingers together. Interlace. Inhale. Nice, deep, diaphragmatic breathing. Stretch the spine vertically. Look up. Shift into your left side. Into your left hip. Open that hip. Lean over towards your right side with your head Your hips are open now. Your hips are open now. And you can go a little further into that left hip. A little further into that left hip. Pushing away, pushing away. That's what you want. Inhale, slowly coming up, family. This is an inhale all the way up here. And then we go right into the other side. Exhale, breathing out. Shifting into the right hip. My head is going towards my left. My view is up towards my right elbow. And I'm pushing away here. Breathe. Don't hold the breath. Don't hold the breath. Breathe. Okay, come up slow. Breathing. Inhaling. Okay, release the arms. Arm swings. Arm swings. You know I love the arm swings. They're so beneficial. They do so much. I like to do them as often as I can when we get together. I want you doing them when we're not together. So I try to do them when we're together to keep you reminded of these. I don't want you to forget about these. I want you to use these frequently to help loosen the shoulders. Also, family, if you're doing the exercise correctly, if you're turning your body, spinning your body around your center, your spine is also getting great benefit from this exercise. Because your spine is actually turning your arms. You may not realize it, but the average arm is pretty heavy, family. The average arm is pretty heavy. And the weight from your arm, it gives your spine a nice workout. So the arms are just hanging from the shoulders naturally. The force from your body is what you want to use to spin the arms. So do your best not to do this. That's just an arm workout. We're not doing that. We want to use our body so that we're getting a loosening throughout the shoulders by relaxing the shoulders. But also the spine is working. The spine is turning like this. Those vertebrae are turning independently. Right? And you're creating more space in between the vertebrae. You're also encouraging the cerebral spinal fluid. That's one word. Two words. Cerebral spinal fluid. Cerebral means brain, right? Spinal fluid. So this is a sticky fluid. Sticky. It's clear, almost clear. It's a lubricant found inside of the joints in the body. Very similar to the fluid that's found inside of different joints in the body. Helps keep the joints lubricated, but it also delivers nutrients. Delivers nutrients to the spine, the whole spinal region, but also to our brain, family. Right. Taking nutrition to the brain. Don't take that for granted. Here you go. You can tap your body now too. Tap your body. The back arm is tapping my kidney area, the soft space below my rib cage. This back arm here, tapping right across here into that soft cavity. Right, giving the kidney a little stimulation as well, a little palpation. You can make it a little more physical, a little harder if you wish. Right, so it's like giving your body a self-massage. Stimulate the different parts of your organ system. Now, if you like, you can also tap. Tapping itself is a whole exercise. You can tap this region right inside of this crease here. We call that the tiger's mouth. Tap that wherever it lands. I like to get it right on my clavicle so it can get inside of that groove. Large intestine, right? Okay, so group is on it. Large intestine, gallbladder region. Y'all the best, soul group. Y'all the best. Y'all picking this stuff up. You all are becoming your own self-care providers. That's what it's all about. Being able to take care of ourselves, because they say that prevention is the best cure. That makes sense? Stopping it before it even happens. That's the best cure. I agree with that. Who wants to be recovering from something if we could have prevented it from the very beginning? So here we are. A body in motion. A body in motion. Here, tap across the top. This arm here now, across the top as it swings. And let it go. When it goes across the top, that's going to give you a nice stretch in here. But natural stretch. This whole deltoid region here will be thankful. So let it go across the top. The best to your ability. Now you will notice over time, your arms are going to be able to go farther and farther across the top. Yeah. Simple exercise, but so beneficial. And it's fun, huh? It just feels so relaxing, so calming. It makes people smile when they see you doing this, and they join right in. They join. When I'm at the park and I do this, I look, I see adults, they want to sneak it in. Kids do it. I'm like, you don't have to sneak. You can come and join in with me. Yeah, they'll just start doing it naturally. Pay attention. I don't know what it is about these movements. People jump right in. Brings out the kid in you once again. That's good. Now this one here, for sure. Here we are, loosening the arms, pumping the legs. So the hamstrings, the quadriceps are pumping. The front and the back of the legs are pumping the blood, pumping all of the fluid in the lower body, helping actually take some work away from the heart. When the legs are involved, the heart does not have to work as hard. Right. The heart simply does not have to work as hard. Pumping that fluid. There you go, fam. You feel your hands and your wrists, they feel very loose. So the fingers, they're just dangling in the wind, very loosely. If that's what you feel, you got it. If that's what you feel, you got it right. So relax your hands. Relax your hands. Relax your wrists. Relax your shoulders. Relax your elbows. Change directions. 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Cross in the front and also to your rear. There's a 45 in the front and the rear on both sides of you. You knew that, right? Because we imagine that we're standing. This is very good to help you with your different directions, family. Imagine that you're standing in the center of a square. So if you're standing in the center of a square, you have 4 sides, right? The 4 sides are represented by left, right, forward, and backwards. But what about the corners? We have 4 corners if we're in a square. Those 4 corners are 45-degree angles if we're in the center of the square. There you have it. 8 directions. Tai Chi. I told you. 8 directions. The whole Tai Chi is built from the 8 directions. Now, once the square turns into a cube, we start seeing more and more things now. Different ways, different perspectives, and it grows from there, family. And then you get Tai Chi 360. Tai Chi 360 represents one center, 360 degrees, 360 angles. Right? I'm starting to learn more and more about this stuff every day. Okay, calm down. I'm gonna take a quick sip here. I got my tea. Here. Picked up some nice new teas over in Orlando. Soursop tea. This is a new flavor for me. Soursop. Pretty tasty, fam. Here you go, another one of my favorites that I want you to add to your routine, because this exercise always reminds me of my first Tai Chi master in the Chinese philosophy that says, long tendons, long life. You heard me, fam? Long tendons, long life. So this particular exercise, it helps engage those big, strong tendons in our body and help us get a complete body stretch. Here we go. Master Fong's exercises simply do not have any names. He calls them the Chinese secret exercises. One here, one here. Left hand over right hand. They come in, index fingers. Yeah, this is one I want you to just take it, please. Take this, steal it, make it yours, and use it. This exercise gives you a complete whole body stretch. It gets better the more we do it, you know. So breathe in. It gets better the more that we do it because we focus on the details more and more. Index finger. The tip of the index finger is extended up. Now my body weight is settled down, but also elongated and stretched upward. So I have a vertical stretch up the spine. Breathe in. Fill your body with oxygen and turn towards your left. Knees are slightly bent. Both knees are slightly bent. Exhale on the way down, pointing out towards your left. And then imagine drawing a circle on the ground here, a semicircle. Maybe you can't quite get there yet, that's no big deal. Come all the way around to your ankle here. Inhale, pointing out away from yourself. Right knee is bent slightly, left knee is bent. Turn your hips and waist back towards your right side even more. Stretching up, and then we do 3 pelvis thrusts. 1, not towards me, but towards your right side. 2, and 3. And then we turn back towards the center. Now, slowly but surely, you will engage the movement, you will coordinate the movement and the breath together. The breath and movement will harmonize. What do I mean by that? I'll explain it to you in just a second. Right hand this time over left. So remember, we just did those 3 thrusts. While we're doing those 3 thrusts, we should hold our breath. So as we do this movement, do it according to your breath and move at your own rate, not at my rate. That way you can make sure you're holding the breath. All right? So we can all begin at the same time, but we may not end at the same time. Breathe in. Stretch up. Go ahead now. This is an exhale, and then you inhale on the way up. I'm exhaling down. I begin to inhale right here. And this is one breath all the way up. This is an inhale. I'm still holding that inhale. And now this is my 3 thrusts, holding my breath. And then exhale. So you can see why your breath and your movement may be different from mine. With that being said, let's do 2, 1 on each side. So 2 more, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Do it according to your breath, your movement. I want to get something in, so I'm not going to talk this time. Left hand over top. Right hand over top. Three breaths of air. If you're done, inhale. Don't rush your exercise. Take your time. Don't let me rush you. Don't let me rush you, man. 1. Let's do some rooster for some balance and some lower body work, fam. So I'm here. I shift over to my right leg and turn my left foot out towards that 45 that we talked about. That foot pointing out towards the 45. I told you it was an important angle. Right? Now my body is straight. This foot is straight. Very important to know the angles. I don't just say them just to say them. If they weren't important, I wouldn't bother to mention them at all. So the leg that's supporting your weight, you know the rule, that knee should be bent. Right. Now, foot should come down very so softly, very so lightly. 45 degrees, because we're changing sides. Transferring the weight. Supporting leg, the knee is softly bent. Softly bent. What do I mean? Not too much. Don't over exaggerate the angle of the knee. Because you also want to make sure that the crown point, the tip of your crown, this crown, is going up. This chin is in. The tailbone is down. Let's do a couple more. So all of those things are still super, super important, man. Here, nice, beautiful spine. At the same time, chest slightly sunken in. Slightly sunken in. Other side. That's only 2 on that side. We should do at least 3 on each side. When you're alone, do more, fam. You know, as we get older, as we get older, not us, I'm talking about most people, as the general population, how about that? As the general population. How about normal people, regular people, whatever, not us. As age comes about, people have a hell of a time standing on one leg, fam. They start to lose it and fall all over the place, fam. We don't want that happening. If it's already beginning, we can turn that around. We can turn it around with effort, but it only worsens if we don't begin to turn it around. You see, we can age well. We can age well. We do not have to be broken down and deteriorated just because we're 100 years old. We can still be young and vibrant in body and mind. Although our calendar age may say 100, our body doesn't have to be broken down. Young and lively, like a spring chicken. This is Tai Chi. Longevity, rejuvenation. Those are our birthrights. We don't have to live in hell. And hell means in jail, trapped inside of a body that barely moves. One more time on each side. But we have to put forth effort, family. Society is not very conducive towards longevity. In general, I'm talking in general, fam. Most occupations, for those of us who are employed, are sitting down for hours. Their fingers are getting more exercise than anything else. Keyboard operators, fam. Keyboard operators. Well, the body's going to deteriorate. These bodies were made to rebuild themselves from movement. It's amazing how it works. The movement gives us life. The movement regenerates and rebuilds the body. Isn't that just genius, these bodies? Can't be duplicated. Can't be duplicated. The more we put in, the more we get out. Okay. Step to center. Take 3 breaths of air, and we'll call it a day. Conclusion, fam, 10 o'clock. Already came and gone. Just that quick. I know. Before we go, can we just do this together, fam? Can we just get the hamstrings? I know I said last one, but can we get the hamstrings in? Yeah, thank you so much. It just don't feel complete without doing this. And then just stretch out towards me, right out towards the camera. Right, it just don't feel right without carrying the moon. You know what I mean? It just don't feel right without carrying the moon at least one time. Come on. Bend back. Get that blood flow going up that spine. Yeah. This is what I was missing. Exhale out. That's exactly what I was missing. I knew something didn't feel right. I said something don't feel right. That's what it was. Now we can get the 3 breaths. Inhale. That feels better now. I'm sorry, Lester. I didn't know what it was. Nothing like having a lively, healthy spine, man. Nothing like it. Whole body just get energized. All the way out. Last one, fam. exhale out. Flexible strength. Conclusion. Let's bow out. Thank you to the teachers, known and unknown. Thank you to the teachers, the masters, the great grandmasters, past, present, and future. Oh yeah, we got some great teachers right here in the group as well. Can't forget about the students. Students and teachers, man, they just like go hand in hand. Can't have one without the other. It just simply won't work. It don't work. What a relationship. What a special set of circumstances, that student and teacher relationship. Completely dependent upon each other. I mean, completely. How beautiful is that? Gets no more beautiful than that. Always center yourself, man. Always come back to center. Soul group. Time has come and flew by. Let's get it. Heart to heart. Heart to heart. Our virtual hug. I hadn't had a virtual hug in about 2-3 days. Minimal. Thank you, Seafood. Heart to heart. Let me turn this off so I can really breathe into it. Let me breathe into it. Thank you, Soul Group. Yeah, of course, I miss you all. Here it is right here. Heart to heart. Open the heart with intention. Very good. Thank you. Soul Group is always here. I trust that everyone's feeling well. Trust that everyone's feeling well. Haven't seen you all in a couple days. Long tenders, long life. Absolutely. Welcome to the Soul Group. Brother Salam, welcome to the Soul Group. Yeah, that's an ancient Chinese proverb, the long tendons, long life. They say 1 inch of tendon, 1 inch of tendon lengthening is 10 years of life. Whoa. 1 inch of tendon lengthening is 10 years of life. Now, 1 inch of tendon lengthening, that's a lot of damn work. Don't come easy. It don't come easy. Gotta put in that work. Well, Soul Group, how's everybody been doing? Everybody feeling good, feeling healthy? Maintaining it? Okay, Sister Audrey. Good to see you. Yeah, I'll be back for our meditation session. So anybody that's new here, we do a standing group meditation. We've been doing it now nearly 80 days. Can you believe that? Nearly 80 days we started that. And before that, we've been doing our flexible strength, but we made the standing meditation in addition to what we were already doing. And we're already at I want to say 78 days. I have to check in. Hurt my tors. T-O-R-S. I'm not sure what that is. Tors. Sister Neptune, you hurt your toes or tors? What's tors? What is that? I never heard of tors. Maybe that's a misspelling. Maybe that's a misspelling. Oh, Bert, yes. Jeremy, your son joined. I hope he enjoyed it. 10-11. All right, fam, I got to hit the road now. I got a lesson to teach at 11 o'clock. Headed out to the park. Got a lesson at 11. So I'll check in with y'all for our flexible strength training. Well, we just did flexible strength for our meditation training at 1 p.m. So 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have our meditation. And then we're due for our Tai Chi flow motion. We got our Tai Chi flow motion coming up at 2 o'clock. I'm out here checking on my farm here. We had so much rain over the last few days, and I've been in Orlando. Got to make sure that all the fruit and veggies are happy. Oh, your toes. So we'll talk about that. I'm curious to see what did you do to hurt your toes. But I'll check in with y'all a little later. Let me hit the road. Got a lesson to teach at 11. I'll see you all in a couple hours. Take care. Love you, fam.